You know,
Hey,
like what he said about Miss Scruffy was totally uncalled for, and that's why I
um,
shut him down.
no, 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 no. My God, I'm sorry, but that crossed the line with me too.
Yeah, yeah, like you know, like I let him go off and everything like that. But you know what, man, dude, man, like Mark built the site from scratch. He
Yeah, I
deserves
know that.
respect just for that.
I left
You
Battle
know,
Camp with Vicky to come to Vaughn, and I go back where it is.
and you know, we fight. Mark's still fighting with the
Daisy, hi
site.
for me. Hi, Daisy.
Yeah, say hi to everybody. You know.
I see Dave, I see Mark and Miss Scruffy and all that, but yeah, the issue is flipping Joe. He disrespected Mark and Miss Scruffy and all that. The way he just needs to be gone. He's had too many chances.
Exactly. Exactly. I totally agree with you. You know, we love Miss Scruffy. We love Mark too.
Oh,
You know, I tell Mark he's a cocksucker all the time. You know, he just laughs at me, right? Right? And we do it all in play. He knows I don't mean it when I say it, but you know,
right, but
Joe is just being totally vile right now, and that's what I don't condone.
yeah, exactly. I agree.
Anyway, back to the show. Thank you for calling in, buddy.
All right, bud. And Lynn, God bless you and hope all's well.
Yes, and tell Mrs. J I said hi,
I will.
and give her a big hug and a kiss on the cheek for me.
Okay, I will do that for you, Sean.
Just go up to her randomly and just give her a big hug and a kiss and say, "That's from Foxman."
Oh, the flippin' fox snuck in the house? Great. Anyway, man, you have a nice evening and love you, man.
I love you too, bro.
Uh,
Okay, that was Smoking Jay, everybody. Back to Joe.
Again. I love you.
Go ahead, Joe.
I love you too, bro. You faggot ass punk.
Hey, Foxman, this whole segment's been nauseating as fuck. Can you move on?
Well, hey, man.
I'm about to fucking throw up. Let's move on, dude.
Okay, what do you?
Rodney, look, I got some goodwill to put forward here. Miss Gruffy is worried about all her health issues. I wish Miss Gruffy a quick removal from life to death, and like she be in an urn soon on Mark's fucking table. And we'll all be over this. Maybe the site can move on after that. You know what I mean? Because I think Miss Gruffy is keeping the site from moving on. I mean, even though that Mark is a fucking retard and he's like got Asperger's and shit, and he's a fucking dipshit, I think he knows what's going on.
Go ahead, KMA.
Hey, what's going on here, Fox man?
Oh, Joe's on a rampage.
Joe is just mad at the world. That's what's wrong with Joe. Joe is mad at the world. I can tell you all about that DMCA takedown, and to sit there and point the finger at Mark and Miss Scruffy, and it's all their fault. I don't have a channel anymore. On and on and on and it.
Okay, Clubber, explain to us what happened to Joe tonight.
What happened to Joe tonight is basically he got seen by a copyright holder scanning Vaughn Live. Okay, the copyright holder for UFC as well as the NFL scans Vaughn Live for active copyrighted content that's being played in channels. They found Joe Walsh's channel. They sent Mark a takedown notice. Mark had no choice but to take down the channel. Now, don't get me wrong, Joe Walsh could get his channel back if he emailed the UFC and asked them to please give him his channel back. They would have to, in turn, contact Mark and Miss Scruffy and basically say that they allowed him to play that and they can go ahead and turn his channel back on. But it'll never happen.
Exactly.
It'll never happen.
Exactly. Well, thank you for clearing that up from a random viewer.
Well, I mean, Mark and Miss Scruffy know we kind of went round and round when I first got it. And it really all it took was Mark to tell me that, it wasn't them, it was the DMCA, and that I had to own up to it. And it's true. I had to own up to it. I was the one doing it. I did it. It wasn't, Mark told you, he'll tell you flat out, you don't need DMCA to take your channel off the radio or off online. He don't need the DMCA to do that. If he wants to just take you down, he'll just take you down.
That's right.
He's a site owner. Okay. Right. You don't need to use the DMCA to take your channel out.
No. Mark owns the site, man. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah. And I understand Joe's frustration and all that. And really, it was kind of dumb to turn around and use another username and start broadcasting the same thing, knowing it was going to happen again. It was just dumb. Joe is really being dumb all the way around. And now he wants to sit here and blame Mark. And
Hold on, Clubber.
Okay.
Exactly what Mark said. If I wanted to ban somebody, I would just ban them.
It's
and
true.
Life goes on. He doesn't need an excuse. But Joe Walsh
basically made me realize that,
Joe Walsh, hold on. Joe Walsh was in blatant. He was in violation. Okay, and somebody complained about him, and he got taken down.
Yeah.
Okay, Mark got a message or whatever. I don't know how that works, but Mark got a message, and Mark had to comply. He had no choice but to comply.
He had no choice. That's right.
Right.
And like I said, really, Mark knows that
Yeah, maybe it was the Jews. I don't know.
Well, he knows that Joe Walsh could get his channel back, but there's such a channel that has to go through in order to make that happen. Full and well Joe Walsh ain't gonna email the UFC and tell the UFC, hey, give me permission to go ahead and broadcast this on online.
Yeah, but now agree with me here or disagree or maybe set me in my right place. But now that Joe Walsh is going off on Mark and Miss Scruffy like he is, he's digging himself a bigger hole.
Yeah, no. I don't know how deeper of a hole you can get. Can you get any deeper into a freaking hole, Joe? Because, it's pretty sad that you got to sit there and wish people into it. Wish anybody into an early grave. To me, that just equals the sadness that he has in his life.
I agree.
Is sad. Well, the only way he can take out his sadness is to bash on other people.
I agree. It was a copyright infringement, and now Joe Walsh is putting a suck attack.
Yeah. Yeah, he's pointing a finger at Mark and Miss Scruffy. He figures, they always hated me. They never liked me, and I'm always, always bashing on them, and no wonder they don't like me, and that's why. No, that's not why. It's because the MCA takedown.
I call it a suck attack.
Well, I don't understand why he's so upset.
I have no idea either. Here, let's see. Let's see why you're upset. Go ahead, Joe. You got something to say.